look at this field. This one's going to be bad. 3,300 I rating, or strength field. For, yeah, pretty big field. 20 cars at a short track. Super late models. And I'm running the open set. And a few minor changes. Plus, there's a whole bunch of people that won't shut the hell up in this. So, I'm sure it's going to be a mess. Did not qualify. And we're going to see what we can do. Highly doubt this is going to be another repeat of the tour mods, where we lucked into a win here. And most likely going to be lap traffic very quickly. But if there's a caution every 10 laps, then I won't get lapped. Not going to get any free spots from pitting, though, since you can't get tires in this series. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be tough to miss the wrecks, though, just because stupid sun visor on this, and then the banking tightness of the corners. But I love this place. Such a good track. We'll see how it goes. See if we can make it a lap. See if we survive. We didn't make it a lap. Oh, it's one of the guys that wasn't shutting up. Pit road is now open. Main reason I don't run voice chat. Plus, if anyone says anything that should not be said, I don't want to have to go through and edit that stuff out. But there's a whole lot of people that like to hear the sound of their own voice as I sit here and talk to myself over a video constantly. Yeah, so we'll see what we can do and hopefully not get wrecked by the 4 as he comes through. We'll be starting outside this time, though. Didn't feel too terrible. I threw a couple of changes right after practice to try to help it off the corner. It was a little loose off the corner, so rear bump up, hoping that would work. Also put a little bit more front stagger in it in the hopes that it won't get too tight later on. But I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's why I just throw in a set and see what I can get. About to go green, stay focused. Pace car is off, be ready. Green flag, green flag. Inside, tried to shift to 5th. Alright, let's see how many people the 4-car wrecks. Well, he's not going to have a chance. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Didn't make it a lap again. Here's the question. Are we going to make it a lap? I don't know if we'll make it a lap. Could be the first video where we go yellow the entire way. Because we only got 90 laps, because for some reason these super late model drivers are complete wimps and don't want to run long races. Like, I love the tour mods run 120. Pretty sure they ran 120 here. I don't know why super late models don't, but so apparently everyone in that crash got their spot back. 16's blinking out. Probably could have put 5 gallons in this thing. Right now we can go 166 laps at this pace. burn up the fuel once every 5 laps.
One lap to green. You're on the outside this time.
I think I'm going to third gear start it.
25.4.
Alright. Can we do anything? I realize I didn't start the video out with alright, so I'm going to have to say it a bunch of times in the video.
Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag.
Will we make it a lap? Just tried to shift to 5th again.
20.415. Inside, clear.
Well, there was a wreck right in front of us, a wreck up ahead, but not enough for a caution.
Car inside.
So we've made it a lap.
Stay high to the car on the low side.
Will we make it 2? Are we going to break the record?
There at the bottom.
Fuck, it got tight up there.
Car inside.
Shit, I thought he was going to hit us.
Stay high to the car on the low side. Clear.
Alright.
0.699.
And we just hit the wall like the back of the field guy would do. Well, I might be able to beat the 2 guys behind me. I might be able to beat the 19 as well.
Car outside. Stay low.
Although we did just hit the backstretch wall the lap before he did, so.
Stay low. There was a car on the high side.
Might be able to beat that guy who's going in the pits. Although he's really quick, so if he gets a caution and gets whatever solved, I assume he got a passing penalty or had qualifying set up in. But I think you'd be able to make it further with qualifying set, because I don't know if you can go lower than 5 gallons in this or not. So, car does not feel good. It's a bit tight. Tight all the way to this point, then it starts to turn, then it starts turning too much. Because I've got too much wheel in it. And we're just going backwards.
14.377.
But, you know what? Someone's got to be at the back of the pack, so why not me? Dial some rear brake in it. Take it from what it was at, 52, and go to 48. Get around the 13, I hope, before he wrecks himself, whatever was going on there. Okay, please get going. Alright, so brakes helped a little bit, but setup's just a little too tight through center. I didn't adjust the front bar because it was lower than they normally are. We're going to be a lap car in a few laps. And then from that point, if there's yellows after we get lapped, we're going to be in trouble if we're not the first one to lap down. Although, all of a sudden, here comes a little speed. It might not prevent me from getting lapped, but I might be able to pass a few people. What is going on? How is this happening? It's just all of a sudden the car decided, hey, I'm going to turn. What did I do different? Well, it sure the hell wasn't what I just did there, because that sucked.
14.441.
Got a couple of people up here that I'm a little quicker than, I think. The 14 were not. He's just stuck behind these 2 people, which he's going to end up hitting them. That shoves the 20 up. God, 20. You were very slow off the corner. Was not ready for that. Luckily, his car is not turning about as bad as mine, and so we can get underneath.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
And he's just going to turn down even though we're there.
Clear high.
And he's just going to run into us.
3.
I can see why you only have a 1,800. Because holy shit. You turned down and hit me and then you got mad about it. Here's the leader.
14.7.
We're going a lap down here.
Inside. Still inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high. 15.0.
And now this dipshit in the 20 is going to try to come back and pass us. And
Still inside.
wreck us. Jesus fuck. What is this dude's problem?
15.81.
Who the fuck is this idiot?
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear inside. Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low
That,
side.
I mean, wow.
15.48.
You, sir, are stupid.
Inside.
I passed him cleanly. He runs into me. Then he runs into me again.
Stay high. 15.
Oh well. Type of morons you get when you're racing for the lucky dog. Well off pace. He's not even getting out of the way of the leaders. Oh wait, it's this guy. I shouldn't move out of the way of him. He's a fucking wreck every time. Let's see if we can give him a little bump. It's too quick, I couldn't even run into him. Had I seen who it was before I moved up, I would have stayed in his way for a little longer, even though I'm a lap car, because he has screwed us over so many times. So we're not going to get the lucky dog. At least we're still green. Got that out of our system finally. 41 laps in. We just got to get past this idiot.
Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
Alright, up to 12x. 20 cars, just trash. My god. He did the same thing to the 13.
We're halfway in the race. 14.744.
12x from him, so. 4 car who started right around us on the restart is about to lap us. Give him the bottom, get him past us.
Inside. Still there. 15.059. Clear inside.
Although I don't know if I want him in front of me because he's on a dirt track and we're all on a paved track.
14.9.
But maybe I can follow him through on the 13 or watch him wreck the 13. Nope, not going to be there. 13 smart enough to get past and get back down, not try to stay on the outside of the 4. Alright, we're about to get lapped for a second time.
14.799.
And not going to be able to get the pass done before the guy behind us gets to us. He's here, so we'll move up next corner.
Inside. Stay high. Clear. Outside.
Try to take advantage of that.
2, 5, 1. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside. 15.012.
But he's going to be able to take advantage of the next one. Although we didn't do it in the same corner, so I might be okay.
14.811 inside. Still there at the bottom. Still there, hold your line.
Nope.
Clear inside.
He's gonna almost be there. Can't get there.
15.36.
Alright, well, we're in 14th. Which, you know, is only 4 spots off of where I'm supposed to be. It's a short track. Getting lapped twice isn't terrible.
14.761.
Plus, this has been some fun short track racing. Although I don't know what the 20s deal was.
14.774.
Get out of the way of the Tim's Corner car.
Inside. Still there, inside. Clear. 15.108.
Glad I ran this one, though. Car's not bad, it's just tight 3/4 of the way through the corner. Like, from the beginning to 3/4 of the way. It just doesn't have any speed because you're sitting there, rather than rotating on entry, you're trying to get it to slow down so it rotates, and it's just
14.898.
not doing what I need it to do. Nearly done though, 30 laps left. Less than that, probably 25 laps left. I'm going to end up 3 laps down most likely, but I think the field's going to get lapped up to probably, I don't know, 6th or worse. 4-car probably self-spun there.
15.081.
Got 4th place and 5th place right behind us.
14.898.
16 is a lap down. These guys are much quicker on corner entry, so sorry to them. Screwed him up.
Inside. 15.1.
I thought I had
Still there.
a half a lap before they were going to get right to me. And the 7 just nearly ripped off my nose there.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want to.
Got so many different laps being lapped right here. I'm getting lapped by a guy who's a lap down while getting lapped by lead lap guys while lapping a guy who's a lap down to me.
15.4.
If that didn't confuse you. just look at the F3. 14 cars still alive and running. He's in 11th, so yeah, way off pace to the people that I'm actually racing just ahead, because they are just ahead by a lap. You just start losing so much more as you're moving over for everyone because you're a lap down. It's a fun race, though. It's interesting to see how it's played out. And knowing you're going to be way off pace going in, it's a lot easier to handle. 13 cars a second and a half back. What I'm really worried about is seeing that 20 car ahead. That's, now most likely he's got himself DQ'd on incident points already, since he ended up with 12 just from running into us. But if not, he's probably going to wreck us if we see him. So I really don't want to yellow. And I really don't want to end up lapping him. Car's just getting worse and worse now. Go back on the brakes even more, down to 46. That caused a little rotation, but it's still just not enough. 14.976. It had its moment where it was like all of a sudden feeling good, and then after that, I think I just didn't stay up on the brakes good enough, because now it's feeling good again. I just needed to keep dialing that, but really I'm just trying not to wreck the leaders. 14.924. And speaking of leaders, here he comes to lap me for a third time.
14.967. Got 10 laps to go.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to hang on for the 6-7 laps, because he is hauling ass.
14.904.
We'll try. That's the goal. Only be 2 laps down. The more I try, the slower I'm going to get, probably. Oh yeah. Not going to happen. Just going to move up so we don't end up in another situation where I'm really slow through the center.
932. Inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside.
And he's got a lower I rating than me. But pretty sure he paid for his setup because he was announcing where he got his setup from. So don't think it's a whole lot of the setup, though. He's probably just quicker than me, even if I had the setup. Probably still be a lap down. And there's really no need to pay.
White flag. One more lap to go. Inside. Still there at the bottom. 15.182.
This was third place, trying to catch second, so I backed all the way out of it. Well, there you go, 14th place. Whole lot of incidents. Let's go back and watch that whole series with the 20 car.
Bring it back to the pits. We're going.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he turned down into me, but even if that was my fault on the first one, he's a dumbass to get mad about that when it was clear that we were quicker. Let's take a look and see if we can find right around where it was. Alright, so we're cleanly passing him. Yeah, he just turns down into us. And he's mad about that and slams into me. Like, you are a douchebag. And then he hits us on a fucking straightaway. And then in the corner again. I mean, this guy's just a fucking idiot. But then when he was half sideways, slow as shit, because he did the same thing to the 13, cutting down on him, then we accidentally ran into him, and he went back. Like, he just cuts down on him there. Like, car inside, dumbass. And he's spinning before we even get to him, and then he goes backwards, so. Yeah. That's your dumbass of the day, sponsored by Operation Sports. Really not a whole lot to watch there after that. You know, end up 3 laps down. Not 43 laps down, that's for sure. So, let's take a look at the results. Got to pull that up because I didn't use the new UI to start the game this time. And results. A whole 61 points. Ouch. Lose 36 iRating, no big deal. Lose 25 safety rating, no big deal. Being really slow, that kind of sucked, but felt like I had a good race with the 13. Just 20 was an idiot. And look, he's got 20 incidents. So, yeah, he got black flagged. Amazingly, I didn't get any more incidents, even though the whole field was lapping me every 30 laps. So, I don't know what his deal is, but moron of the race. Thanks for watching.